Hi, and welcome to Ladies Night, HUR at Home. I'm your host, Angela Stribling, and I love this night because I get to vibe and hang with my radio sisters, and you already know how much I love them. So I'm going to bring in, actually, there's one radio sister with me tonight. Oh, I see Coka-Lani is here. Good, she just made it. So, all right, we're going to start with my girl, Autumn Joi.
Hey, my love.
Hi, my love. I miss you. Although I did get a chance to see you in person.
Yes, and thank God, because you rescued me and let me use your jacket.
Oh, always. Actually, you can have that jacket. It looks really cute on you.
Really?
That's one of my favorite jackets. I must love you.
Back, so that's perfect.
You didn't plan on giving it back anyway. Yeah, thief. No, I planned on you can have it. It looked really adorable on you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I love you, Autumn. And let's bring in Coka-Lani.
Okay, I gotta get in the frame. Hello.
Hi, you're just like she's skidding in, slid it in.
I'm trying to get in.
Hey. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. I'm good. I'm glad. I'm happy to see everybody.
Yeah, and we always miss Nina when she's not here. Maybe rumor has it she might be here next week.
What?
So I don't know. We'll see.
Put on my good wig then. All right, Nina Brown.
You're right. I might put a wig on too, just to switch things up a little bit. I think about that sometimes. Like who was I talking to? Oh, when Candace was on, and she's got that line of wigs.
Yeah.
So I had her on Pillow Talk. She was just on this past Sunday. I was like, girl, maybe I should come to Prima, whatever it is, and get something. She's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you something maybe blonde. I don't know. So don't be surprised if I show up looking a little different one day.
I think you can rock a blonde wig.
I think so too.
I just want to, I think about cutting my hair sometimes, but I don't really want to commit to cutting it. So why not wear like a short wig?
Right.
I did it for a photo shoot, but I don't know. I was like, what if you cut it all off and then you're like, I don't really have the head for that.
A lot of people have been going bald lately. Have you seen that?
Yes. It
bald and blonde. Could you ever do
great.
Bald and blonde?
I already told you I'm scared to even.
Okay. No. No bald and blonde. Okay.
Would you do it?
Like, that's not for me. My head just is not.
My head's too big. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
you gotta have a head for bald.
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't know until you get there. So.
Right.
Yeah. Hi, Isabella and Brenda and Mary. So I understand a big congratulations goes out to my girl, Autumn Joi.
What?
You got this award. Wait a minute now. What was that? Let's see. It says here, Autumn Joi got the SpeakerCon 2021 Radio Personality of the Year.
Oh, yes.
What?
I was not expecting that at all. Like like that's a big award to get. There's so many talented people, and I didn't think
You're very talented and well-deserving, and I'm so proud. We are so proud of you. I even poured a ginger drink just in your honor.
Thank you.
All right, let's toast. Here's to Autumn. Congratulations. You're gonna toast. That's very awesome. I'm always, just really, really proud. Shout out to WHUR since we're doing shout outs on the road to 50. There's all this stuff that we've got planned. And I don't know if you ladies knew this, but so for the month of October, we're bringing back just for, HUR at Home on Thursday night instead of music for a couple of the nights. The first 2 Thursdays, we'll have some WHUR alum. So that's really fun. So we'll have Tony Richards, George Wilbur. George is still a part of the afternoon.
Yeah, George is still here, right?
Yeah, but he's been here for like 6 different times.
Yes, on 6 different shows, right?
Yes. I am like, George.
He's a mainstay.
He's a mainstay.
Yeah,
so we've got, a few other surprises. I don't want to shout out all the names now, so everybody make sure they listen. But
so it's going to be on what time? Or
it's going to be on Thursday night. So the first one is next Thursday. Okay. I'm not going to say exactly who, but it's going to be great. Everybody's going to love it. So it'll be on Thursday night at 9 o'clock, music night. And the following Thursday, we're going to have somebody else, WHUR love. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Yeah.
So let's talk about it. I mean, I know you've talked about it on your radio shows, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it with you. Kelly Price and the whole mysterious thing. I mean, I was in all my feelings about her when she turned up missing. But what a bizarre story. I mean, do you want to bring everybody up to date, either one of you?
Did you hear her? Did anyone see her talking when she did her little release? And she was like, I was never missing. She just had a riff with that sister who reportedly the sister who she's not on good terms with didn't hear from her and went to the press because everybody else had been in contact with her. What do you know? Because you got the tea on them.
Well, that was news to me. So you mean the one that was like on social media, like, I don't want to spread her business.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because Kelly was very, in her press, if you haven't seen it, she did a little video blog and she was explaining, I went to the doctor, then they told me to go home to relax. And, I was relaxed. I was keeping in touch with the doctors. And so they were in touch with her. But I guess there were certain family members who weren't in the loop. So they just presumed because they weren't in the loop and she wasn't answering the calls or whatever that she was missing. I don't know. But
how annoying is that? Because it sounds to me like Kelly didn't want the world to know that she had COVID.
Exactly.
Trying to just, get over it quietly, pop out and maybe like do it on her own terms. Right. So for that family member to come out and it was really strange because she went live and was promoting her business for like a whole 58 minutes and 30 seconds and then talked about Kelly. So and then that's why DeBrat came out and was like out in the lady, like, yo, that's not your place. Like, why would you go on, on a platform and speak about Kelly, and DeBrat was upset that this person was doing that. And
right.
So it kind of forced Kelly Price's hand. And, she went on TMZ and like you said, Coka-Lani, that's when she was like, well, since Big Mouth wanted to put my business out here, this is what's happening. But then another notable point was that she said she died. Like she said they lost her at some point. And, they were able to revive her and bring her back. But how traumatic is that? Like, I don't want to talk about that on a national level.
You might want to talk about it 3-4 months down the line to say, hey, you guys don't know what happened. But going through it.
Yeah.
Plus, she was saying she was spending this time trying to recover because, yes, they sent her home. They needed the bed. But even after COVID, she said a lot of her internal organs were still trying to heal. So she's at home just trying to be private and, just recover. Live her life. And her sister is out here trying to, I guess, make a name for herself, even though those two were.
What's Jasper saying? Jasper
is saying, doggone it, sister. Jasper makes me bribe him with snacks. So I did. I took the bait. I gave him snacks and he wants more.
Okay.
He's starting to get a little belly. So he's on rations.
Well, me and Jasper have that in common. That's cool. I'm getting a little belly as well. So
we're all fluffy from the pandemic. We're in progress. So, all right, R. Kelly. We're going to talk about R. Kelly again. And, so what do we think about his conviction? What do we think about his ex-wife coming out? Just thoughts.
I think the ex-wife coming out was, that was more so giving like, girl, what project are you working on? And okay, let's go to your social media.
When's the book coming out?
Sis, just jump to why you're really here. I mean,
just jump to that.
Because she's been silent throughout the entire marriage. Nobody even knew he was married. I remember back in the 90s.
Right.
Like, he got kids? What?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that him being convicted, I think that was the right thing to do. And hopefully, some of the people that were victimized by him can begin to heal. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I know there's another court case pending, I think, in Chicago. I think one of the things a lot of people, when they're talking about this is like, R. Kelly did not do this by himself. There were people around him. So other people need to be held accountable. So, hopefully, it's not like, he's the kingpin and then everybody's like, okay, because there were a lot of people. So hopefully, but they did say that they will appeal. And I know, I don't even know why. I don't even know why, but Bill Cosby's, and I love Bill Cosby, and I pray for him and Camille and the whole family. But his lawyer who spoke out on his behalf yesterday, talking about Bill Cosby feel that R. Kelly was railroaded. I'm like, first of all, and it's so, I was talking to someone else and they said it's sort of like OJ. OJ be making comments. He'd be like, just don't be quiet. Stop saying stuff. Yeah. What did you, I don't know.
Bro, like nobody needs your opinion of all opinions.
Thank you. This would be the time for him to just be quiet and say, okay, let's just move it on. The thing is, I guess they're going to do the final sentencing, I guess, May of 2022.
Yeah, May 4th.
And, 10 years to life. I just hope it's not on the low end of it. I mean, there's always the possibility of that. I
think he should get help. Just going to jail, that's not going to do anything for him. I hopefully he'll be able to give a testimony. I don't know what kind of testimony it would be, but something. Testimony of how he's going to. I don't know, because people were saying that he wasn't really, and I think that was what some of the legal advisors, when they were discussing, they said, he wasn't really treated like other ethnic groups. He has been in jail since, he's been in jail. He never was granted bail, and they were like saying how other people who were charged, like Weinstein and other people, they're out and they don't have to, so the fact that he was never given bail and he's going straight to jail, which is fine, but they just want the equal justice, for all parties who are charged with that similar crime. But I hope everything, I don't know. I just pray for good things.
Yeah, I do too. And I agree with you, Crystal. Everyone should be held accountable along.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably get like time served or,
You think so?
I think they'll figure something out, because as messed up as the whole situation is, he's still R. Kelly, and hopefully, that in his mind, he thinks that maybe will hold some weight. I don't know, but, again, like you said, Angela, I do think that he needs to serve some sort of time. And like you said, Coka-Lani, to your point, he needs to be in some sort of rehabilitation situation.
Yeah.
Like something active, so we know. Okay,
right.
Like, all right, you stay away from McDonald's. That McDonald's you used to go away from high schools. You stay away from everywhere. Like don't play. So
yeah. We'll just see what happens. I don't even know what to say. The R. What'd you say, Coka-Lani?
No, I was just talking about other things that are going on in New York. Yesterday, Autumn, I heard you talking about on your show yesterday. You did it with the Talk to Me.
Yeah.
About everybody. How New York was just like, all right, stroke of midnight, the pumpkins turning back into a carriage and everybody has to go. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's really, with all the healthcare workers and nurses being let go from New York, It
was actually a hot topic. I was listening to you too, Autumn, and people were on both sides of it.
I was going to say it was, and I was talking to Al about this. The first set of callers were all for them being fired and everything. And then I got another wave of callers on the back end where it kind of flipped, where people were like, well, maybe not. Nobody needs to lose their job, blah, 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 blah. I had another lady call in and said that she was actually vaccinated, but didn't agree with them having to lose their job. So I do think that, it's things are being shaken up more. I do think that people, whatever side you're on, everybody is now at the point where they're standing firm and just like, look, this is what I believe in. This is what I think. And United Airlines, I talked about that today. They're another company that has let go of their unvaccinated employees as well. And, but they're not going down without a fight. They're lawyering up and citing human rights issues. So I'm sure we'll see a lawsuit soon with that. But yeah, I'm interested to see what these healthcare workers, because again, I'm sure they're working with lawyers as well. So I'm interested to see what comes from this, because I don't think anybody's going to lose their job and just say, well, all right, let's see if McDonald's is hiring.
Right, exactly.
I think that there's going to be something. We're going to see something.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that someone on your show brought up the point that, listen, these are the healthcare workers. These are the people who got us through this whole pandemic, and now why are we targeting them?
Yeah.
They went from heroes to zeros. That's what someone said. Last year they were the heroes, and now you're making them zeros. And I think one of the things is, with the mayor, she was speaking, and was it the mayor or the governor of New York? She had that big thing about Jesus is the one who gave us the vaccination. I don't know if you saw that little thing she said. She was saying that when everyone's like, oh, she says, we are prepared because we're prepared to call the National Guard, and we're going to call medical assistance from other states, and we're also going to call some people out of retirement. And I was talking to people, and they were like, if you're in retirement, you're not trying to come back. And also with the National Guard, their stipulation for vaccination is all of those people in the National Guard, they have until, I believe it's March of 2022. So even if they're calling these people, they don't have the same standards that New York has right now. So it's, we just pray for them, because I heard that they don't get unemployment if they're let go. So that's what they said, because they're considering it insubordination.
It's so crazy.
No, so that's even worse.
We were just passing around an offering plate for healthcare workers, and they're heroes, and it's like, well, bye. Oh, and by the way, we're not going to financially support you, and they live in New York.
Yeah. But then there's the argument, okay, when you think about people who get the vaccination and people who don't, the ones who don't get the vaccination are the ones who stand to lose the most, because you get the virus more easily. So I don't know. I mean, it's a catch-22. It's just, everybody has the right to govern their body the way they see fit. So,
we'll keep them in prayer.
We'll definitely keep everybody in prayer. So on a lighter note, kinda, Jada Pinkett Smith and her daughter Willow both considered getting BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts. Did you know that? I mean, I was surprised. I would never have guessed that Jada would have. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I say that, because she's had some things done, but I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I did see a snippet from the Red Table Talk where they are talking about how dangerous BBLs are. It is one of the more dangerous surgeries that you can have performed on your body because of all of the different nerves and, just all of that. But I get it. People, when you hear how BBLs are described, it's fat that's moved from another part of your body and injected into your buttocks. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, apparently not, because it isn't just fat that they're injecting. And a lot of these girls are going to discounted locations, if you will. Joe Blow in a hotel room
in Dominican Republic and Miami in the backstreet.
Right, across from the Checkers off New York Ave in one of them.
Right.
Hotels, what I'm saying? Like, oh, come get your BBL,
Some cement, all kinds of stuff has been.
Yeah. But I get it, because body dysmorphia is real. When you see all of these girls on social media with these perfect looking bodies, it's hard. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I slightly suffered from it as well. Currently, I'm thinking about
I don't think you can even comment on this. You have like the butt that Jada and Willow wish they had.
Well, that's
They're willing to pay good money to get what you have naturally.
But that's where body dysmorphia comes into play. Whereas I used to look at my body and be like, oh girl, but now I'm looking like, I could use a little tune up at the top, maybe give it a more of a bookshelf. I got a little bit of belly. I could pull some of this fat and put it, like, these are thoughts of at 10 a.m. this morning. Like, so.
Okay. But do you agree? Do you agree to some, like, I have a best friend. She's a physical competitor. She lives down in Atlanta, and she, she trains and does competitions and things like that. And there's some things that people do, from like if someone lost a whole bunch of weight and they have excess skin and they need to get things removed, then you can do it. If you've tried to go to the gym and you've done your squats, because squats work, you can go to the gym. You will build a gluteus maximus if you go to the gym. But my thing is, for people who just skip that, like, I just want a butt tomorrow. I think that for me is sort of like you didn't try to do it the natural way. And then the other thing is, I just don't want to see people dying over something that's for vanity's sake. Rest in peace, Donda, Kanye West's mother. There are lots of people who aren't famous. I know Tamika Foster, Usher Raymond's ex-wife. You know, I don't know. What's your thought? I mean, you know, from people who get Botox to getting little things like that, those are kind of, I don't know. There's an extreme and there's a moderate, but then
my decision is, I mean, you talk about bodybuilders like you. I have friends who are bodybuilders, and when, you know, it gets rid of a lot of the fat. And so what happens with a lot of the females, the breasts go away. They lose
Right.
their. So a lot of bodybuilders, most of them get breast implants. So, you know, I guess it's kind of the same thing. I mean, but they're in there doing the work.
Right.
But, you know, when you're bodybuilding, you start looking a little bit masculine.
Right. Depending on what you're doing. Right. Exactly. But do you believe, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that meme. It wasn't a meme. It was a snapshot that was on Instagram a while ago. And they were talking about how the airlines in Miami, they were having trouble because so many women were going to Brazil and to Dominican Republic to get these surgeries. And what was happening is when they come back, you know how when you take the airplane, you let them know if you need a wheelchair or something. And they were like, they needed so many wheelchairs for the people getting off the planes that it was causing like a backup with the airlines. And somebody was filming saying, this is ridiculous. You would think people are sick and have COVID, and these people, you got 20 girls in line in wheelchairs just because they just got, you know, the body trick. But I don't know. I just pray for everybody. Everybody has their own little battle, but
we're praying for everybody.
Really, Coka-Lani, because I saw that same, like, the
you
same
did.
What it was jarring, like, whoa,
Wow.
holding the bags with the drainage bags. It's because it's like that fluid. It's still fluid draining. It's a lot. But I will say this to your point, Coka-Lani. You know, when people want to skip that process, you know, going to the gym, it's hard. You know, and I'm sure we can attest to this. Our metabolism ain't as much on our side as it used to be when we were younger. I could do 4 crunches in the morning, get up like, oh, hey, 6-pack, and I'm gone. You know, now I wake back up with the beer belly, like, okay, hold on. So
it's hard.
It's hard. So I do think that people, you know, it's going back to media, going back to, you know, the Nicki Minaj's, the Cardi B's, these women, even Beyonce got a BBL. Hello. So I do think that these women that we're looking up to, these other women are looking up to, they see them doing it, and it's like, well, oh snap, it's not that bad. And you got to be honest, it's instant attention. As soon as you go from being shaped like a skateboard to being like a Coca-Cola bottle, you gotta, it's a
but then all attention, and then I've heard some men talk in forums, and they say, you know, all attention isn't good attention. Yeah, you're gonna get people who will look at you and they might want to see you for one night, but they're not trying to make you a wife.
But you gotta think though, these are women that are not used to getting any attention at all. So it's like going from nobody really looking at them to them having to pick up the litter, and that's a lot of times what these women want and what they're going after. They want instant gratification. I got a girls trip coming up. Bump that. I'm going to get surgery I need to look good for the gram. Like it's a lot
for the gram.
For the gram, girl. It's
I mean, honestly, you know, everybody wants to look good, and if you're putting in the work, you know, then I'd probably be more, I don't know, forgiving. Like we were talking about, like, you know, I mean, it's hard, especially around the middle. You can eat right, you can work out like crazy, like the three of us. We work out, we, you know, pull it together. But there's that little bit that just takes a little extra. You gotta keep it hard. It's just hard. So I'm not upset with people who get a little bit of help here and there. But, you know, like you both were saying, it's like the instant, you're not doing anything. You're going from not doing anything. So, okay, I'm just going to pay for this body. I don't have a whole lot of respect for that.
And you're not going to be able to maintain it because if you don't practice eating habits, if you don't work out, you're going to gain all of that weight back within.
That's so true. I know
all the fat you remove from your stomach to put in your butt is going to come right back. So
I know the big stomach, who had the tummy tuck, the abdominal thing, had all the fat removed. They looked, well, after a year, they looked great because you still had the draining and puffiness, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
Then they looked great, but then they started eating. Not working out like they never worked out anyway. Right. And it's back. They're as big as they were before it. So I'm like, goodness.
Like, girl, what happened?
I'm not going that route. I'm just
Well, I'm happy Jada and Willow decided not to because look, if you look at their body frames, Willow
And Jada's always been little tiny bitty.
It would really stand out.
Yeah, she would have looked like an ant. Like Willow would have looked just like an ant. Like seriously.
Not an ant. Yeah, I don't even want to imagine. Okay, moving on. Now there is a rumor going around that anything over $600 is going to be taxed on Cash App and Zelle. Have you ladies heard about that? Is that true?
Yeah, so I actually talked about that on my show today. So it's, yes, in part true, but also not true.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have a business and you're using that as transactions for your business and you're accepting monies over $600, then yes, the IRS is going to take their little dirty hands and But if I'm like, hey girl, I need a frontal, you know what I'm saying? This is for my lace front. You know, if it's like gift, like, you know, on PayPal, they have a section for like gifts and then goods and services. If you choose goods and services, there's an amount that's taxed. If you choose gift, it just goes straight through. So yeah, so it's going to be that same. Yeah, so and it's part of the. Oh gosh, my intern gave me the information. I can't think of the term. Something act, something that has to do with COVID. That whole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something along those lines. But you know, like anything else, and I didn't agree with it because if you think about it, a lot of small businesses when COVID hit, that's how they were able to really used Cash App Zelle so they wouldn't have to get hit by the IRS and just go straight through.
IRS is like.
And I think that's kind of wrong because with PayPal, you have to do at least, I believe it's at least 15,000 before they send you a 1099 for you to report to IRS. So 600, that threshold is so low. That's unforgivable. That doesn't even make sense. When I heard $600, I'm like, that doesn't even make sense because most places, especially when they do those non-traditional transactions with electronics, I mean, you can see it in anything. If someone does a 1099-K for the IRS, if you have a business or something, they only tax you once you get to like 12,000 or 13,000, but $600.
Yeah. So, but just to be clear, so typically, like when I get my nails done or whatever, I'll pay on my credit card, but then just Cash App or Venmo or something, the tip. Mm-hmm. That's such a small amount. That's not going to be.
No, so it's more like you have to just literally, if you over 600, you have to keep track of that. And I think it is what you said, Coka-Lani. I got to go back and really do the research, but I think it's like 600 you have to like keep track of or report. And then there's a larger sum. I got to go back and like really, because there was so many different people saying so many different things. And so my intern pulled it up on the actual website. And yes, it is true. But there's caveats to it.
Okay, so we'll be listening to get.
I don't use Cash App. You guys use Cash App? I can't download it. Have you? You Cash App? I'm a PayPal person.
I use them all.
Yeah.
Okay. I just use them all. Just whatever's.
Send me the money. No.
Exactly. How much you can send it to me here? Zelle, Venmo, Cash App,
Facebook.
Okay, however you're going to pay me, just give me my money. I want all my money. Oh, did anybody see Nick Cannon's new show? Congratulations, Nick Cannon, his new syndicated TV show.
What do you think about that?
I didn't see it yet. Did you?
I saw he had Kevin Hart on because I guess Kevin and him, they've been playing practical jokes with each other all the time. And so, like for Kevin Hart's birthday, you know, Nick got him a llama, you know, with the kids. And so Kevin did something. Kevin gave out Nick Cannon's phone number on live TV, his real phone number.
Oh, Lord.
He gave it out. Nick was like, I'm not changing it, but I'm going to get you back. So Nick got Kevin back because Kevin has a personal plane. So Nick had Kevin's plane wrapped with Nick Cannon's face. Yeah. And so Kevin was his first guest. And Kevin was like, you did that so I could be the first guest on your show because, you know, I need to go off on you. But yeah, but I think it's kind of cute. Nick is doing everything. What is it that Nick Cannon is not doing?
I like him. I mean, on the Masked Singer, I love him on that. Yeah. And when he was doing, what was the other one? America's Got Talent. I love him on that.
Yeah, and the therapist told him to stop having babies. You know, there's that. Like Kevin, he definitely was all over the place.
Enough with the babies.
But no, and it's funny because I think it was billboards, Coka-Lani, that he had. He put his phone number like in New York.
Oh, that's what he did.
Yeah, it was like on the
crazy. That is crazy. Well, ladies, you know, that's it. That's our show. I had more stuff. I was just gonna.
What was you gonna say? We got a minute left.
No, this is gonna take longer.
Has anybody been watching Power 3, Canaan? The Book of Canaan?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen it yet, but they're saying the media's not paying them any attention.
Yeah, the season finale was last Sunday. It was awesome. I think it's better than the actual Power. It's really, really great. But yeah, they're not really talking about it. Yeah, the season finale was awesome.
I'm going to watch it on demand.
Yeah, watch it on demand.
I got the BMF series that just dropped.
How you like that?
It's pretty good. It's Detroit. You know, Rich is from Detroit, so we have to watch it. But
good.
It's pretty good.
What is it? BMF?
Black Mafia family. It's about the big drug cartel family from Detroit.
They went down to Miami.
It's a thing.
I'm in Detroit all the time these days, so I think I'll like it too. Yeah. BMF. I'm gonna look for that up, and I'll watch the 50 Cent's series, I guess, on demand, since I did that great interview with him on HUR. And it was a great interview. At the end of it, he's like, "Hey, are you on Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Cool. What's your name on Instagram?" I'm like, "Oh, Angela Stribling, why are you asking?" He's like, "I'm following you." And he's still following me. I checked the other day. I thought maybe he just did it for the moment. He's still following me. I'm sorry.
Did he slide in your DM?
No, but I sent it to his. Just to wish him a happy birthday. I think it was July 6th. I just wished him happy birthday, and he wrote back, "Thank you, Angela."
Oh my God. Angela, you are so lit in these streets, girl.
I am so lit in these streets. And tomorrow night on this same platform at 9:00, I'll be interviewing Common. That was great. I love Common. Don't we love Common?
I love Common. You got to ask him if he's going to get Tiffany Haddish the deed to the apartment, because remember, that's what she wants.
Oh, yeah, she did say that. She's like, keep the ring. I love that. Isn't that smart?
Yeah.
And he's an HBCU alum. He went to Florida.
Oh, there you go. I
love that. And then turn it into the blog so it'll go viral.
There you go. Yeah. And I'll say, "Common, I'm on IG." That seems to be the thing to do. So, Common, what do you think? He might hang up on me. I'm trying.
He's a good person.
All right. So thank you, ladies. This is always fun. I just love you so much. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. And I want you to shout out, starting with you, Coka-Lani. By the way, I'm loving this natural hair.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to lighten up a little bit. Holla. No, I'm sorry. Happy Thursday, everybody. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and social media at Coka-Lani, Cokalani. And this Saturday, I will be on the air from 12 to 5. And at 4 o'clock, we are doing our fabulous face-off. And this Saturday, okay, I need you guys listening. Who are you voting for? It's going to be the battle of the voices. Jasmine Sullivan facing off Fantasia. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jasmine.
Okay, it's going to be tough. So I just need you to make sure you tune in on Saturday at 4 o'clock. It's going to be nice. And again, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at Coka-Lani, Cokalani. Bye-bye.
Ooh, my goodness. Jasmine Sullivan and Tasia. All right, Autumn Joy, you're always really quick with deciding on who you're going to pick. I'm going to think about it, but we're going to call you up. Autumn.
Okay, so it depends. If it's like the lip quiver Fantasia, or when that lip gets to quivering, it's over.
Yes.
Guys, it's your midday love. Make sure you catch me Monday through Friday on WHUR 10 to 3. Shout out to my ladies, Coka-Lani, Angela Stribling, love y'all, Nina Brown. This has been amazing. I can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna bye.
Works for me. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. And we did not forget about you in the comment section. Robin, our producer, has been posting them as we were talking. So even though I didn't verbally shout you out, we sure do appreciate you. And thank you for showing up every single Wednesday night and Thursday night, 9 o'clock, right here. And again, I mentioned it just a few moments ago, but I'm going to say it again. Tomorrow night, Common. Ooh. That's a very handsome and sexy man and very talented. So don't miss that one. That's right here, HUR at home, 9 o'clock, and let's hang out. And it's all about you in the comment section. So that has not changed. Hit me up at Angela Stribling on all platforms and, of course, at WHUR-FM. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good one.